We turn now to the latest on the high-stakes transition of power happening in England as King Charles begins his reign and inherits the massive fortune of the crown tax-free. Chief Foreign Correspondent Ian Pannell has the latest outside Buckingham Palace. Ian, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Wits. The eyes of much of the nation are now focused here in the capital and those final few days until the Queen is buried. But attention is turning, as you suggest, not just to her legacy, but also to what she leaves behind financially in a country that's very much in the midst of economic pain.
With the crown, Charles inherits great responsibility, but also great wealth. King Charles III is in line for a double inheritance as a son and as a monarch.
There's a lot of debate about whether or not the monarchy is value for money. Monarchists argue that they bring in money through tourism. Republicans argue that that's not really measurable and that there are lots of funds that would find their way into the public purse if we didn't have a monarchy.
The new king now has three main sources of wealth. The sovereign grant, money the UK Treasury gives the Crown to fulfil its royal duties. Last year, the Queen received $57 million. The family's private wealth, the full extent, a closely guarded secret. Then, the Duchy of Lancaster, a private estate of land, property and assets. The monarch receives its annual profits. The Queen received $27 million from it last year. The royals have never revealed the sums of their personal fortunes. The Sunday Times Rich List estimating the Queen's at $426 million.
I cannot help but feel the weight of history.
However big his inheritance, King Charles isn't legally obliged to pay tax on it, unlike everyone else in Britain, who are liable to pay 40% tax.
As king, Charles is exempt from inheritance tax on money he receives from the Queen, even when it comes to personal wealth. And I think at a time like this, when a lot of people are struggling, when you're talking about someone with such wealth, I think that is likely to spark some criticism and some debate.
But today, even the younger royals are getting richer. Prince William, who's now the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Cornwall, will receive money from the Duchy of Cornwall. It's one of the UK's largest real estate portfolios, worth more than $1 billion. Last year, it turned a profit of roughly $25 million. All of that money going to the then Prince Charles at the time, who managed the state for decades. For years, the Duchy has also bankrolled the lifestyle of the next-in-line Windsors, including Prince William and Kate and Harry and Meghan for a time. But there's change of the Royal Guard coming when times are tough for millions in the UK.
Thank you.
The energy crisis and soaring inflation hitting the pockets of British taxpayers, some taking issue with taxpayer dollars supporting the monarchy and their lifestyle.
It's hard to justify that, especially when so many people are struggling.
They are quite wealthy already, and I don't see why they need my taxes.
Well, Charles may have been waiting in the wings longer than any other monarch, but he hasn't had the same level of scrutiny that he's now about to face. I think not just of his finances, but every single thing that he says and does. Once again last night, caught on camera losing his cool, proving once more that filling the void left by the Queen is just going to be tough. Guys.
Eyes of the world are definitely on him. Ian, thank you so much. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.